I make um, two sets of kind of observations and lessons in chapter 8 of the book. One set of kind of lessons learned is what we think we learned from the pandemic. And I think in some ways it's probably still too early to be fully articulate about what we may have learned from that. And the second is what it is we learned over the 20 years before the pandemic that really drove our improvement. And one of the things um, that we learned was that focus and attention on academic performance actually matters. And we came to the conclusion after looking at why some of our urban school districts improve faster than others, which I devote chapters 4 and 5 to in the book. It was very clear to us that the Common Core played a very critical role in what the school districts were doing. Not necessarily the content of the Common Core, which is actually quite good and quite coherent, but in what the Common Core spurred us to do in terms of laying out the standards, creating a coherent and cohesive curriculum, reorienting professional development, looking at our assessment systems and the like. What the Common Core really allowed us to do was to reorganize and focus the quality of our academic programs in a way that we had never really done before. So one of the recommendations I have in the book is not to follow the recommendations and observations of a lot of people, which is to jettison the Common Core, but I actually recommended doubling down on the Common Core. And a lot of people at this point, given the fact that the Common Core is about 14 years old right now, given the fact the pandemic has been in between, a lot of people have kind of lost focus of the Common Core and what it was trying to do. But my suggestion is to get back to what the Common Core were trying to do, and that is producing a quality, coherence, and a framework for your instructional program that really did help improve academic performance in places like Chicago, in Miami, in Washington, D.C., and San Diego, and other big city school districts across the country in ways that were not the case in other cities.